And refresh. And that is active. Okay, that was funny. All right. Weird. One screen counts 3, the other counts 0. I have no clue what's going on. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I'm the James with the games.
And I'm Berserker Bahamut, aka Kiryu.
I'm Fanfic Lover, also known as Fanfic.
I'm Nikolai Shad, also known as Nico.
And we're a group of fuck-ups.
Gummit fanfic.
Hey,
Peanut butter bread, I
no one
got it.
disagreed.
See, if you cuss in another language, they'll never know.
Okay, puta.
Oh.
I started
Ooh,
something I shouldn't have.
I will actively learn multiple different languages just so I can swear.
I've said 5 cuss words in French, and he has not noticed.
Man, we're just filled with holes. One could almost mistake us for the post with how holy we would be.
Swiss cheese. I
The
like Swiss cheese.
post?
Swiss cheese is pretty good.
Yeah, we'd be the Swiss popes.
Swiss pose. Okay.
Anyways,
Great introduction.
The best, absolute best.
That's peak cinema right there. Better than the MCU.
I like how it's been professional every single time Fanfic was gone. As soon as he joins, it goes downhill real quick.
Hey, I'm just like that. I'm like a bad cage of crotch rot. You get rid of me, but when I come back, I come back with a vengeance.
Mama said I can't hang with you. You're such a bad influence.
Tell your mom to screw off.
Yes.
Oh, good grief.
Oh no. Twitch is gonna have a field day. Twitch and YouTube's gonna have a field day with this one, isn't it?
Wow, Samurai. Don't think I didn't see that.
Because we had text.
I saw that too, Zeph.
Yeah, at least use a funnier number like 420. You know, no scope.
Any of
Self-heckle.
Rolled stealth heckle? Oh, you got a natural 1.
Yes.
Well, the lucky feat allows you to reroll again.
He rolled a 1
This
again.
is Pathfinder, there's no lucky feat.
That's such a broken feat, though.
Not
3
really.
rerolls, and yeah, you get 3 rerolls every day, and you can force others to reroll.
No, you only
Okay,
reroll yourself.
so-
You don't reroll others.
No, it
You
says
have
you can
to
force
state-
others to roll.
Also, you
It
have to
says on the
state
feat.
before you roll. You have to state before you roll, as the rules as
No,
written.
it just says reinitiate a roll or re-roll. It doesn't say you have to do it ahead of time. It's
Nikolai, we aren't arguing about rules of other systems that I don't. Oh! And Zeph gets shot!
Samurai Crab. It's nice to meet you.
Ay, I need to make the shots fired counter.
I'm pretty sure we're at 100 billion shots fired.
Hi, Zeph. I didn't know your Twitch name. Sorry. Been a while.
Oh no, shots fired, shots fired.
We're currently at 8 right now.
We're going
Oh.
up.
Anyways, because of what happened last time, I'm just going to say, Kiryu, you eventually find Asura, you eventually find Stalyo sleeping next to the nurse who's still kaiju-fied.
Yeah, and don't
Under
forget
her
the mind
wings.
goblins in there. Yeah, you can't forget the mind goblins.
Oh no. I'm
Mind goblin,
not.
these nuts.
Bruh.
Oh,
I'm gonna be hiding under her wing, by the way. So
hey,
that's where I'm
better
hiding.
than SEMA.
I would ask what you just said, but I know it's going to be another bad joke.
I said it's better than SEMA.
Boo.
You don't even know
We're
what
not
SEMA
falling
is.
for it.
Come on, tell me.
Yeah.
Tell me what is SEMA. Come on. You can't because you don't know it.
Bite the bullet with SEMA.
SEMA nuts. Boy, I will sit on you.
I won't
And not
complain.
in the fun way. Then you all immediately go quiet.
I'm just shaking my head, disappointed.
Hey, don't you lie.
Alright,
You weren't shaking your head.
so was he? Let's check the
Was
stream.
not.
I am. I'm just doing it very slowly, and I'm literally not rotating my head on its axis.
Oh, I
So for
think
sure,
Samurai
you
left.
find. Yeah, he said he was gonna leave.
Aww.
But if he stayed, that'd be great.
Anyways,
So Cheryl will find me under the wing of the kaiju Mothra lady.
yes. Speaking of which, fanfic, roll me 2d6.
3d6, no deal.
Fanfic, please. Oh, okay, so you want to make the roll worse. Okay.
Oh,
Go
oh
ahead.
dear.
Hey, it's only worse if I roll bad. You know?
You don't know what the roll's for.
Ooh, 11.
Okay, you're still unconscious.
Oh, nice. I love it. I get to sleepies then. Nap time. Also, just be aware, when I wake up, you're gonna get a fart full.
Oh no, you've been sleep farting, but yes.
Yep.
Oh no.
I've turned it into a toxic waste zone because of how this race was made. Like, it's actively getting worse and worse.
Oh
and the local
no,
flora and fauna
where
are
you're being kept, it's
are
fumigated.
The local flora and fauna are mutating because of the excessive nitrogen and methane.
No, it's just loud. It doesn't contain that many chemicals, you smartass.
Oh, so it's like that episode of Futurama with the spaceship going through the solar system, just whang, and shakes the entire planet. Like every few seconds, like whang. But I'm doing that to the entire surroundings.
Oh no, bear in mind that you aren't the only Wukong in town,
Oh,
so
we are shaking the planet by this point.
well,
Who made the race and why it doesn't fart?
What's that?
blame the guy at the top of the chat.
Yeah, Kiryu
Here
loved the idea
yo.
of just party monkeys. He was very artsy-fartsy when he thought of it.
Okay.
The earth rumbling farts.
The mountain-shaking gastrointestinal problems.
Well, okay. The dumb thing is that if you start thinking at it like a macro scale, would their farts realistically sake the entire planet?
Yes.
I was going to say no because the planet would be too large for that to realistically be a thing.
Not if there's enough of
Well,
them.
also remember that technically time zones are a thing. So it's not like every single one on the planet is farting at the exact same time every single day.
Planetary put to sleep spell. The end of the world. That could be like the main goal of our next endgame boss.
Well, it is. Ay,
Done, Kiryu.
This
What
is
you
such
done?
a stupid conversation, but I love it.
I created funny race.
Created what?
Eat funny race. Even then, it wouldn't happen in that fashion because of it. It's not a thing of they fart when they wake up. It is that they fart it whatever time dawn is in that time zone at that particular time of the year.
That would make no sense. How is it based on the
Ask him that.
There ain't
It
no
just-
way you set it to dawn and not just when they wake up. Like
It literally said it's dawn.
well then what if hear me out. You stop the rotation of the planets, the one time zone is perpetually at dawn. Then you just have every Wukong go to that one time zone.
That'd mean the planet dies.
Exactly.
Well, no, the planet would die before the Wukongs get there.
Magic.
Because if you then tidally lock the planet.
Unless
Magic.
all Stalios pick them up and bring them there.
While you're doing that, my character would be doing the equivalent of snoring because he's a very loud sleeper. Unfortunately, it sounds like he's gargling rocks and choking in his sleep at the same time.
I'm sure you're not as loud as the Haijus.
Eh. You've heard some worse. No, most aren't as bad as this.
On James Q. Go James.
Yeah. Yeah. The problem is that he's still asleep. So,
But he hasn't
okay,
had a
first
dream yet.
off, yeah. Asura,
Yes.
what are you going to do with Nikolai being a with Stalio being a goofball first off?
As in they're doing something. What were they doing?
Something stupid.
Hiding underneath a wing, sleeping.
Of one of the kaijus whilst they're enlarged, whilst they're still knocked out from the
More specifically, the
Mess.
medical mama.
yes.
You're sleeping under Mothra.
Yes. Her wing.
Yeah, he's got a thing for doctor ladies.
I don't know how to respond to that.
I'm guessing that you're just recovering and resting.
Recovering from what? He
Yeah.
ran away from
Yeah.
you because of the fact that Sketchamatron was going ahead and reporting you reporting him for going ahead and being a pain in the arse after his job was done.
He ran away from the large reptile lady.
Oh,
He decided to
you
hide
mean
under the Mothra
Gaiz'Reh?
kaiju.
You mean Gaiz'Reh?
Gaiz'Reh, yes.
AKA probably the one who looks like Godzilla in a way.
You don't have to. You're lucky that name's not trademarked. Oh my gosh! Stop using the
Godzilla's
name.
trademark.
What the Kiryu?
He's
You
also
can't
trademarked.
get it. You can't do the character's trademark, not the name being trademarked.
Oh.
You can use a name without penalties, but you cannot use that name as like the actual canon character.
Yeah, you can't be using the name for any way of like actually profiting off of it. Like,
correct.
For example, you cannot create something called a Muppet because the Jim Henson Corporation owns that trademark.
Correct.
But you can still call it a Muppet-like puppet.
Correct.
Oh,
like the term, just like the term, like kaiju names are not trademarked by Toho.
You saying they don't own Baragon, they don't own Godzilla, they don't own Mothra?
They do. It's just like they just can't really like, you know, it's the name and the likeness. If you keep them legally distinct from each other, then
so like how you can have two characters named Jeff and two different properties.
yes,
you can't trademark a name by itself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't look exactly like the creature, because case in point, there is multiple designs of Godzilla. I mean, you got Godzilla Earth, you got Shin Godzilla, you got MonsterVerse Godzilla, Godzilla 1990.
Most of those are related to Toho in some way.
Then of course,
not Toho.
Like the only company that has made a Godzilla that is called a Godzilla is TriStar, and that's only because they made a deal with Toho. And by this point, Toho technically owns the right to the TriStar Godzilla.
And then on top of that, there was of course Godzilla Singular Point, aka Godzilla Ultima, and of course Godzilla Earth and Godzilla Filius from the anime trilogy.
You mean the trash? Yeah.
Hey, the story was interesting.
Doesn't mean it was good.
I mean, but at least it gave us something that looked interesting overall for a Ghidorah and Godzilla design.
Yeah, but they turned freaking Mechagodzilla into just a couple of domed cities. Like, they didn't even do anything cool with it. Like, they showed it off, and then they immediately killed it.
Even though it became an entire defense system of a huge
city.
Yeah, like, you had a freaking mecha evolve to the point where it was made to fight a Godzilla who had evolved to basically take over the planet. You're saying it'll die in a single afternoon after thousands of years of evolution? Like, that's just boring.
Fair enough. Sorry for getting off top because of kaijus.
Thank you.
Back to the game, dadgummit.
So, Kiryu, Asura, you still haven't answered the daggum question.
About what I'm gonna do to Stalio?
Yes. This was supposed to be literally 2 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna get under the wing with Stalio and just basically just look at it before speaking. Try to do better about not being a pain so difficult with the rest of the guild. Please.
I just don't want to get yelled at.
You wouldn't be getting yelled at if you weren't trying to be difficult with them.
It's not like I do it on purpose.
I know. Just, you need to do better.
I can't focus.
You need to do better.
Okay.
Okay. And now, because of this, because of everyone besides Asura got a dream sequence because of the number they rolled, Fanfic, we're going to be going over to you. So, first off, give me a mind roll and give me a soul roll.
A mind and a soul? Okay.
No, is in one a roll for mind and a roll for soul.
Right. A mind and a soul roll. That's what I said.
Yes, 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 yes.
Ah, crap. My thing isn't. 1 second, please. I got logged out of my document.
Your mind is a 4, your soul is a 9.
Shush. Come on, fill in the blank. And of course it didn't. Where's my stuff? I know I had this somewhere. Did I just lose my document entirely? That sucks.
I'm just glad you actually came back again. I thought you weren't going to show up again.
Alright, so 4 and 9. That'll just be 2d6 plus the number, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Since you don't have anything that gives you extra defense against what these rolls are for at all.
First will be the mind roll. That'll be a 15 for mind. Basically near perfect. Nine. And for soul roll, I got an 18.
The funny thing is, you've rolled the best out of the 3 characters that had to make these rolls.
Well, duh, the soul roll is like my main gimmick.
I get that. I'm making that as a joke because if I meant on both rolls.
Well, I guess I'm just that good, you know? Get wrecked, scrubs.
Make him pay.
And now I have to start asking multiple questions since I did not take good notes, and the last time we talked about this was months ago. Did you ever tell me what your brother's name was?
No, I was gonna leave that up to you.
All right then, name roulette. All 3 of you give me two names, and I'm going to pull the one that I feel fits them best.
For theme, just pick some kind of like Chinese royalty type of name. You know, because my character's last name is Liu, a Chinese name.
Oh, I thought that was just Liu.
No, Liu.
I did not realize that was Liu.
No.
I thought Liu would have been Liyu.
No. Let's see now. What are some good names?
I said all 3 of you write 2 names and DMs to me.
Yeah, I'm looking up names. What'd you think I was doing?
Wait, we need more. We need to write down names right now.
Apparently.
Yes. That's why I said name roulette.
Or you could make a name here and now since it's an NPC.
I suck at making names, and it's also part of
Okay,
the.
what's the NPC look like?
It's a Wukong,
Oh,
and they're based off of like Chinese royalty and stuff like that. Okay, I have two names.
Oh,
as do
let me
I.
Let me just.
yeah. Oh, I've actually been given good names for once.
Me googling names.
Oh no! Here the I. Okay, I'm just going to say this to you, fanfic. We have had to do 2 rounds of name roulette whilst you were gone, and both rounds of that, I was given absolutely awful names to use. This round, all 3 sets of names have been great.
Well, yeah, because there was a coherent theming to base the name off of.
Fair. All right. So, you wake up, or at least you think you're awake, and it's a very okay. I'll be honest about this. I don't know the difference between Chinese and Japanese style houses. I'm going to say this straight up, so forgive me if I butcher this.
Mm.
You wake up, um, you smell, you wake up, you're in a building that reminds you of your homeland. You're laying in basically like a cot on the floor. The side that your arm has been cut off has been bandaged up. Stitching has been put in your side. You smell what you can only think of as dumplings being cooked from someplace nearby. You hear a stream running outside. What do you do at current?
I'm just waking up in this weird, this random environment. Well, I'm just gonna stand up, get out of bed, and look for my staff, and check myself. Like,
Your
what am I
staff
wearing?
is nowhere to be found.
Okay, what am I wearing?
Um, you're wearing what could only be described as like basically Chinese scrubs. Basically, someone was looking after you, treating your wounds, and you also feel weird because someone's attached a prosthetic to where your other arm once was.
Okay. I suppose I look at it Can I test it out to see how it moves?
Feels completely natural, as if it was always a part of you.
All right. Mm, yeah, all right. I already know just from the jump that this is weird and something's not right. And I'm just gonna, pinch my cheek.
How hard are you pinching yourself?
Enough to where a normal person would wake up.
Make me a body check at a major obstacle.
Okay, how do I do that?
4d6, keep the lowest 2.
Right. Alrighty, roll 2d6 plus 4. I'll just go ahead and copy paste this so we can do it twice. Copy. Wow. A critical success. Oh no, wait, not a critical success, but a good success and a critical failure. Yeah, my body's 4.
I know, I'm labeling it. No, you don't. No, nothing happens. In fact, it feels like you felt the pinch on yourself. You feel like you're awake.
Yeah, just internally, I'm like, okay, my body says this isn't real, but I don't trust that she. I'm gonna just not trust anything I see in here. And I suppose I look for the door.
There's one door that's open that leads outside to what is basically like a garden. And there's 2 other doors which are closed.
I try for the closed doors first.
Um, so the doors aren't locked. The doors are open. You So are you actually technically doesn't even matter. You open one set of the doors and it opens, and as you peek your head out, 2 um I'm trying to think the right word here, because if it's not students, but it's like 2 monks are flanking the door, and it's like, oh, you have returned to us.
I recognize these 2.
Um, I'm going to say no, because if I'm imagining that, because if you said you were fighting with your brother over a immense dojo, correct?
Don't ruin the plot.
Okay, sorry.
You can't just be saying what the entire plot is for a character for everyone to
Sorry.
hear.
Sorry. Merp.
Yeah, if anyone deserves a shot fired, it's you now.
Anyways. No, you don't recognize them. But I now need to double check what awareness is based off of again. Give me an average body mind stat roll, which would still be 4 for you.
Okay. And
The awareness roll. Sorry, I like the rolls being labeled. It takes you a minute, but you recognize that the gear they're wearing is gear of the dojo that you had been a part of previously.
I'm at a clan compound.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna close the door and just be thinking to myself, yeah, this is definitely a dream. Ain't no way I'm back here again. And with that, I would just head for the door, the open door that leads outside to what appears to be a garden.
You walk outside, and it's basically this scenic mountain vista that has this stream running down through it, heading down into who knows where as it descends from your view. You're above the cloud line, by the way.
All right. Above the cloud line, do I recognize this location?
Roll me another awareness check.
Okay. 10. Again.
This time you have absolutely no idea.
Yeah, so I'm just in some weird place in that case. What do I see
Yeah.
while I'm in the garden?
Oh no, there's dummy setup, students training. Literally, like, as you're walking out, like, all of the students stop and look, and of all various species, by the way, and are shocked that you're awake and out and about at this point.
Well, that certainly doesn't fill me with confidence. So I've just got a bunch of people. I don't know who anybody is. They all are wearing clan uniforms, and they're all just staring at me. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and make for the exit.
So you are now trying to sprint.
Well, no, I didn't say I was sprinting. I just said I'm going for the exit.
My question right now would be, what exit are you trying to find? Just like the exit to the grounds of the place?
Yep.
Are you trying to do this in an obvious fashion?
No, I'm being pretty calm and collected. Like this is from what I'm understanding, this is just a dream. So as long as I don't freak out, I don't have anything to worry about.
You walk towards the gates. Um, and as you reach them, they are well made. Is this very windy and treacherous mountain pass you can see going down from the gates. Are you going to attempt to open these?
Yes.
This is locked.
All right, I begin trying to climb it.
All right, that's a body check.
Sure. Because I have the wall crawling ability, remember?
That special movement, ding dong. That's fine. That's still a body roll.
Okay. Seven.
7. The gates burn as you try to climb up them. The palms of your hand is actively seared from trying to do this.
Well, in that case, I let go, and I try again, this time only using my prosthetic arm, because I would have experience climbing with only a single arm.
Your prosthetic is short-circuited from trying to climb the wall.
Well, alright then. So now I have a busted arm. I suppose I'll just go ahead and detach that. I mean, if it's short-circuiting on me, it's more of a liability at this point.
I would have hoped that you would have at least given me the common courtesy of at least accepting my gift from the experience that you've had.
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn around and see what what illusion my mind has conjured by this point.
Your brother is present,
Oh.
flanked by two very burly guards who are also wearing the outfit of the dojo.
Alright then. I just shrugged. Well, what do you expect? It broke. Then I just tossed the prosthetic to him that is still short-circuiting.
He pinches the bridge of his nose, looking down, just disappointed. I try and do nice things and it backfires in my face.
Yeah, that's life.
He looks up, glaring at you, and it's like, please, I don't want that tone of voice after what I've tried to set up here today.
No.
Ladies grab him And please make sure that he isn't roughed up too much from it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Oh, you're blocking my view of my character sheet.
Let me guess, you can't find it?
Yeah, I still can't find it for some reason. I'm just gonna, not get grabbed.
Excuse me.
And no excuse for you.
Anyways. So then, I believe... Stupid. That'd be an attack... Their attack rolls against your defense combat value roll.
Defense combat value roll. That's a 5.
And
11.
technically, first off, this would be initiative first, which is attack combat value plus dice, which is still 5 for you, so that'd still be the exact same roll.
I'm just that good.
Dadgummit. I need to stop this every time that I type a plus in the daggum chat. So, it's literally guard 2, guard 1, fanfic. And also, remove this. This is probably going to be very short.
Maybe.
Well, and this is her attack combat value versus your defense combat value.
Oh, crap. I forgot to... Okay, let me re-roll that. I accidentally forgot to make it a 5. Okay. That is a 12.
Forgive me for making fanfics elaborate. Okay, the irony is that you wrote a lot better on the second one. First one, I was about to say, I'm not even going to roll, she grabs you.
No, actually, I rolled the same. It's just I added... Oh, no, wait. Yeah, I did roll better. I don't know why I said I didn't.
Yeah, you rolled a total of 3 higher on your total.
Yeah, you'll. I'm just that good, son. What you gonna do about it? Nothing.
She still manages to grab you.
Wow. Eat her much?
What much?
What was the character's name?
Joking. I'm joking.
This is, dear Kiryu, you already know what part of this is going to end up being. So I'm like, a name for the guards wouldn't really matter right now.
Oh, okay. I thought it was for the. I don't know who we named for the NPC name roulette thing.
Just
Yeah,
name the
because
guard.
that hasn't been
Hey,
brought up
hey,
yet.
it's just 3 random guards. Let's just call them Jerry, Jerry, and Jerry.
2 random guards.
Or Jerry,
Okay.
Jim, and Tim.
So Jerry and Jerry, got it.
Both the guards are women, but okay.
Never mind then.
Jerry?
How about May and Kate? Or May and Mary?
You're very obsessed on naming these guards making them actual characters. Are you trying to tell us something?
Asura somewhere is obsessed.
You're trying to tell us something, you know?
Sorry, I'm just bored out my skull.
Yeah, forgive me, this may be a while because this is probably the most elaborate of the sequences that I had thought up. So you end up carried inside into the place. Struggle? You can struggle, but if you do, you're going to be knocked out. These women are very big. And they know how to use their size to ineffective means.
Why'd I have to get the gorillas?
As soon as you reach what you only can think of as his office, yet it's far more toned down than anything you would remember your brother using, but something about it still feels like him. Did you also say that last line out loud, by the way?
What, that there's something about the office that feels like him?
No, of course I get the gorillas.
Alright.
No, I'm asking if you said that out loud in character.
No, remember? My character is mute.
Oh, right. Forgive me.
And you're the one who's got my character sheet on full blast for everyone to see. Like, you think you'd remember, oh, hey, this guy's crippled.
Sorry. I'm forgetful.
Forget to look, maybe.
I at least remembered you were missing an arm.
Imagine he thinks I have 2 arms and does something like that.
Why could you have not just been patient and asked what was going on?
Just look at him like he's an idiot. Because I physically cannot say anything.
I know you know how to use sign language. I've taught myself just so that way I can go ahead and at least understand your responses at this point.
I give like a little facial recognition of like, oh, okay, so you've done that. And just immediately hold the middle finger up towards him.
Oh no. Oh no. You put up the middle finger? The universal sign for saying F you? Oh
yes.
no. Oh no. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Of course. Of course you would do something like that. just to get under my fur. You know how long it took to find you, right? You know how long it took to try and make amends. To find someone to actually help outfit you with a proper arm. I was trying to find someone to help fix your voice box. I hadn't gotten that far yet.
I just look to the surrounding guards. They're still there, right?
Yes, and they're looking at you like you're a complete jackwagon.
Yeah, I just look to them and I just give it like the cuckoo, cuckoo symbol.
Oh no! Now you're making them look like a monkey.
Brother, I know not what's happened to you, but I've had time to improve the clan's teachings. I have had time to improve infrastructure and expand my workings. What petty squabble we had before is long since past. I would hope that 7 years would have let you have such an instance of clarity.
Yeah, I'm just giving like absolutely no shit. Like just how he's just talking and talking like this is just a dream. I don't get it. At best, this is just my imagination.
Oh.
I do have a question though. Am I being like held down to the chair or something?
Um, you're currently like have like an ankle bracelet bolted to your chair.
Hmm. What kind of chair am I sitting in?
It doesn't matter because of this is a chair that is currently like cemented to the floor.
Yeah, but like, is it a wood chair?
That doesn't really matter at the current point because of it. This point he's gonna be like, I try and so I have some heart, but of course you end up going ahead and refusing one of the chances to have our family be together again. Remove him from my sight.
Yeah, as they say
As
that,
he walks out the back door, is they just start wailing on you.
I would just like to say before they do that, I would like to jump, use my super strength to rip the top side of the wooden chair. I'm assuming because you wouldn't give me a description to rip that off and to slide the clamp off the leg and use my super speed to run away.
You aren't gonna have a chance to do that. On top of that, I'm doing this just to make the scene end faster.
Wow.
Because of you get knocked out, and the next point you wake up, you're in jail. Speaking of which, it's 4 days later, and the other two of you are told to go check on the lunatic that is currently being kept in the local Hooskow who just so happens to be waking up.
Oh, okay, so I'm considered the lunatic. Okay.
Stalia, Asura, did you not hear me?
Yeah, I think they figured I was still in the dreamscape because,
So,
Stalia, Asura, did you hear me?
yeah.
I'm talking.
If you heard me, what do you do?
So I have to go check on the lovely stranger danger. Dahlia will go check on the stranger danger. Sir?
Yes.
And also, what do you do considering that you can't speak and the two of them are coming to check on you?
are you asking me what I do?
Yes.
I just
Yes.
look at
You
them.
were just waking up.
I just look at them and I'm like, I just give a clear shrug, like, oh, who are you? Like, what?
And also, no, you still do not have your staff.
Dahlia will look at him with a smile on his face, say, "Hello there, stranger danger."
Just gonna give like a
Asura, are you
little.
going to interact with the lunatic?
All right, little guy. Let's get to the Gaiz'Reh, so we can get this entire misunderstanding figured out.
I'm pretty sure he's taller than you.
You mean the stranger danger?
Yes.
Yes, stranger danger is fanfic. That's what Dahlia first called him.
Oh, I thought we were
The
talking about.
little dude.
Oh,
Little dude is little man.
oh, okay. Never mind. Never mind. I feel stupid. I am stupid. Oh.
Dahlia says, "Hello there, stranger danger. How you doing?"
Oscar is just gonna look at Stranger Things and just look towards Star and say, "Who is this?"
He helped in the fight. Remember? Proceed to pull out a bottle. Not a bottle. A gourd of water and bread to give to the stranger danger. Here you go.
I just take the bread, put it in my mouth and chomp on it, then take the water as I just go and sit back at my spot, waiting to see what happens next.
I got a question, James.
Yes.
Do we have anyone in town that's mute? That's that I talk to?
That you talk to, Stalio.
I talk to everyone. So my question is there a mute person in this village?
I want to roll a percentile check on that, but I have no clue what I'd make the percentile on it.
We'll make it 10%.
Okay, roll me a percentile check. No.
Okay. I was so confident I was going to get it.
No matter if we did low, higher doubles, that wouldn't have worked.
Status says, "Do you speak?"
I just shake my head no.
Okay. I'll be right back. Status gonna run off. Go get a paper and pen, and run back.
Give me a body check.
Oh, god damn it. $12.
All right. You haven't been labeling your rolls.
Sorry.
Oh, you also chip your hoof on the way back up the stairs.
Oh, I'm limping and crying on my way up.
Mm.
Astalio cries while while limping. He's going to hand you a paper and pen to write on.
Mm. I just take the paper and pen.
Would you be okay with answering a few questions?
I just shrug.
Okay. First, what's your name?
To keep it simple, I just write Liu.
Liu. Okay. What brings you to this town?
I write down traveling.
Liu travel. Okay. Where are you heading?
I put down nowhere.
Liu travel. No. Okay. Uh. Do you want to help us find the bag of bones? The owner of the bag of bones.
I just give a question mark.
Oh, he pulls out a skull. Find the owners of these.
Yeah, I still give like a double question mark.
I put the skull back. Little man.
Yeah, I just give you
You know,
like a very plain, I have no idea what you're talking about look.
This is
Sure.
great
sure,
because of you
explain
were role
little
playing
man.
this so well.
Sure, little man. You know who little man is, right? I don't know little man. I was unconscious when he showed up. So you explain little man.
You've seen the little man.
Yeah, I said when he
Asura
showed
saw the
up.
little man.
I said when he showed
What?
up. I said when he showed up. It doesn't know how to explain
What
little
do you
man.
mean when he showed up?
Well, I was unconscious when he did the whole psycho thing. So he doesn't know about the psychic abilities of the thing.
You have at least a bit of an idea because of the fact that you could just sense the presence when you were around the dang thing.
Yeah.
You aren't that oblivious, Stalio.
So sure is not explaining anything? Okay.
Asura,
Yes.
Nikolai has said your name like 4 times and you have not responded.
Sorry, I didn't exactly hear. Ugh.
Were you laying in bed?
I am. I have been laying in my bed this entire time waiting.
Well, you've been
Yeah,
waiting too much.
you're in the scene right now. Role play.
Sorry. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, can y'all give me the context of the situation so I can get back on track?
We're in charge of questioning the stranger danger. We just got his name is Louis. I asked him what he's doing. He says traveling. I asked him where he's going. He said nowhere. And then then I also I'm like little man. He's like question mark. Then I said little man again. He said question mark question mark. And now I'm yelling at you to explain little man to the dude.
Little man is the guy who we unintentionally destroyed his friends after the misunderstandings in the field. So we are trying to help him and his friends coexist with the village once more, but this time properly. It's gonna be not easy to do exactly, given the fact that not only do we need to collect the bones, but we need to have him right here, which we now do. Oh, we do have little man right here. And I see you are finally awake. But if you were traveling, then you wouldn't exactly be going nowhere. You would, in fact, be going somewhere. Therefore, you would be telling a lie. Now, tell us the truth.
I'm just gonna look at him like, has he never heard of just wandering travelers? Has he never heard of nomads? Or people who just travel without any set destination in mind?
I always find those people weird.
Dario explains. He's like my ancestors traveling around the world aimlessly to find a land to claim.
Well, excuse me for trying to keep the people of this village safe and organized.
And that's why we're
Yeah.
questioning him.
Yeah, it's just gonna. My character's just gonna roll his eyes about how serious you're acting over this.
Dario will the key of the fence of the gate, holding the Wukong or whatever she is.
What are you saying, Nikolai?
I said Stalio is going to look for the key for the cell.
Roll me a mind check.
Oh, oop. Oh,
You remember Gaiz'Reh explicitly telling you, do not go ahead and release the prisoner unless they are handcuffed
are they handcuffed?
and waited.
In which case, I'm guessing Lewis is not handcuffed, nor is he weighted.
First off, how
At
you
the
gonna
current moment,
handcuff him?
no. Considering that, like,
Stalio,
the steel the bars are made out of are made to make sure that even centaurs can't break them.
Stalio, no. You know the
Hey.
rules. You don't want to end up on Gaiz'Reh's bad side again, do you?
Bear in mind that Stelio has actually been in this cell before, but he's only been in this cell once.
And that's
The
what
way.
made to hold the centaurs.
Do not look for the key, because in case you haven't noticed, our prisoner is not in handcuffs, nor is he weighted. Therefore, you trying to free the prisoner would be breaking protocol. Oh, the rules, and on
Louis,
top of that, you would be the one getting yelled at by Gaiz'Reh again.
she has to catch me first. But Louis,
Oh,
right?
I'd help her.
Lewis,
Oh, I would help her catch you in that case. Then
Lewis,
you do realize
Mew.
I could just copy what you can do, right?
Great. Then we could break him out of here.
No,
He says the
I'm
joke.
not.
He
I'm not
joked.
helping. I'm not helping you break him out. I am going to follow the rules.
Sure.
What?
You're old. Your senile is kicking in. All right. Don't need to be so serious and angry all the time.
One, I am not senile. Two, oh, I get very angry and passionate when it comes to the sake of protecting the village and following the rules.
Why? What? You thought I wanted to let him out? That's the first assumption you made. You automatically assumed me looking for the keys was to let him out. No, I was going to tie him to me.
Yeah, while they're
Key,
arguing, my
key,
character is just munching on his bread and drinking.
keyword, you're trying to free him yourself without following the proper protocols, rules of handcuffing and weighting him.
What did he say,
Uh,
fanfic?
I said while they're arguing, I'm just gonna keep munching on my bread and drinking my water.
Good for you.
Yeah, and when I'm done, I'm just gonna look around the cell and see if there's specifically any windows with bars or the like.
No, they learned that lesson after someone managed to literally turn into an ooze and squeeze through the bars.
Hmm.
No, I'm not joking.
yeah, I shouldn't have drank that potion that day.
What? This was before you were born, Stalio.
He's remembering a past life.
Okay, that was the best joke all night.
All right. So Styles gonna look at Ashura with very confident smile on his face. We tie his hands and tie him to me. I'll be the weight and the anchor.
Gaiz'Reh's still gonna have your hide for this. I hope you know that.
We're gonna go see her, aren't we?
She would, she would even assume you're still breaking the rules given your unconventional methods.
Well, how do you
Very
expect us to weigh him then?
look.
There's literally cuffs that have weights on them.
Yeah, and the sir is very specifically eyeing the weighted cuffs in his line of sight, like, and just gestures his hands towards them.
We set the weighted cups. Those never slowed anyone down. Talks about himself.
They're not you. Ooh.
But look at
No buts.
that one arm.
No buts.
All
Why
the
are we gonna
butts.
handcuff him with one
No
arm? No,
All the
no,
butts.
no, 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 no. One arm. One arm. How? Explain, old man. How?
Legs.
Okay, while they're still arguing, I'm just gonna start taking the paper and start making some origami out of it. You know, some little cranes, some little frog, maybe a dragon or two.
First,
Something to pass the time.
start with his legs, obviously.
All right. Leaves his hand free. How do you handcuff hands? When there's not hands, there's hand.
um, technically, there's a dumb way to do that. Since I think Kiryu's forgotten a feature of the species that he bloody made.
All right, they have tails.
No,
Thank you.
I don't. I specifically do not have a tail.
Oh, was it the? I thought I asked this earlier. Was that cut off?
Yeah, I'm missing a tail and I'm missing an arm. I'm mute and I'm also blind in one eye.
Okay, you can put the weighted cuff on his arm.
Yeah, but where's it gonna get attached to?
Weighted cuffs only have one band on them, you dork.
Okay. The weighted cuffs we have only have one band on them. So
That's because of the normally you attach one weighted cuff to each leg. Is an ankle weight. Is this not a thing that most people know? I'm sorry, but maybe I just remember watching too many old prison movies when I was young, and maybe that's something they don't do that much anymore.
most of the time they use like
me as a player know all this information. Stalio does not.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
Sarah
I'm
is basically
sorry.
going to like literally just hold out the weighted cuffs that show that they are each one band, so they can each go on both legs and the one arm.
Yes. He's way down then.
Yes.
Huh.
How do you understand?
I understand weighing down, yes. Now, how do you
Good.
restrict him?
Wouldn't the weight do the trick?
Roll me another mind check, Stalio.
Would it be possible
It-
for them
yeah,
to become
it's-
so
it's
engrossed in
funny
their
how
argument
Asura
that they
has to
completely
talk-
forget I'm there?
Has to.
No.
It's kind of funny how Asura has to talk to Stalia like they're 5 years old just to get the point across.
Stalio, roll me another mind check.
Dead 10.
Alright then. While they're still...
You remember something about you really not wanting to be sent here again? Because if you remember after the last time you messed up, they talked about something of upgrading the cuffs.
I look at the cuffs carefully. Oh, wait! Why don't we use these cuffs? Just scrambling through the back for old school cuffs that tie your hand beside your head.
He only has one arm!
It still restricts the hand movement, forcing it to stay by his head.
Are you going to put these things onto Liu at this point, Asura?
What?
You know,
Are you going to put the cuffs onto him at this point,
Yes.
Asura?
you know, imagine they just look to the cell and they see that it's been unlocked because I made origami lock-picking tools.
I don't think the paper you could fold well enough to actually pick the lock and it still be like stiff enough to do so.
Hey, I got multiple
Depends
papers.
on the lock and the paper.
Yeah, I doubt this is like a really advanced lock. I mean, it's not a master lock or anything, so it's not that bad. But
Yeah,
it's still
but if
pretty
the
Are you
good.
auto lock,
talking about the company master lock of today?
Yeah, company master lock today absolutely suck. You can open a
Yeah.
master lock with a master lock.
Oh, thank
you
goodness,
saw,
thank goodness, thank goodness. I was hoping you weren't one of those people who thought that company was good.
you saw the video too where he smashes the master lock of another master lock.
Yeah, it's like night and day when he compares, picking a master lock with a lock that's actually relatively good.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he opens the one that's relatively good, but like, it feels like he actually has respect for it.
So
Mm-hmm.
Shallo's looking for the handcuffs by the head, and Ashura's putting the cuffs on to the monkey dude.
Yep.
Do I find those cuffs?
Give me an awareness check.
What's that?
Average of body and mind plus 2d6. What am I? Why do I
Not
have
with
the
good
bookmark
ones yet.
here? No, you do not find it before you come back to him.
Okay. Louis?
So,
Louis? Lewis. L. I'm gonna call you L. Are you
I'm
gonna
surprised you
listen?
didn't start calling him Chop Suey.
Oh, that is racist as fuck. I wouldn't do that.
Or Chopped Louie.
No, that's arguably just as bad.
No, so he's like, so I'm gonna call you L. Are you gonna be good? Are you gonna follow us?
I just shrug, like, why not? By the way, as you all look into the cell, you just see like an entire jungle of origami plants and animals I've just strewn about, with little scenes and whatnot where you can find them.
You didn't have that much paper, you
Hey,
smart aleck.
hey, I can easily just rip the paper into multiple pieces. No one says the animals are big.
Okay,
is.
fair enough. So you have like an entire microscopic ecosystem. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Dexterity off the charts.
What?
I said dexterity skills off the charts. So let's go see big scary lizard lady.
All right, you march him up out of the hoosegow, up into the guild, into like the like. Basically, this is linked to like the back section of like the guild's main floor. So that way, literally, if a criminal ever does try to escape through normal means, they literally have to go past like the entire guild's like main force to leave the building. Which means it happens to be like very close to Gaiz'Reh's office.
So we're going to bring Louis to the Geyser's office.
And if you remember this fanfic, the woman that was like completely coated in metal, made of like living, breathing plates that breathed in and out as she actually breathed. Little like arteries showing like like superheated plasma material between the sutures of the plating. Do you remember that fanfic?
Yeah, the lady who tried to pin me to the ground, but I was like, nope. I'm not into that.
Yeah. You're in front of her again.
Yeah.
Ah,
By
you're
the way-
finally awake.
By the way, did I see my staff at all anywhere as we were going?
Nope.
Really?
Nope.
Would I have any indication where it would be?
Do you have some sort of spiritual connection to the staff?
Well, it's the sole way I can actually use my power through my soul ability. So technically, yes, I have a soulful connection with it.
Do you have any sort of range amplification on that?
Range amplification?
Excuse me. Basically, like, do you have any way of actually detecting it from a substantial distance away?
Oh, so it's a substantial distance away. What does substantial mean in regards to the system?
It isn't within 2 range increments, which is like 10 meters.
Okay. So it's more than 10 meters away from me. That's a long distance. That's like outside the building, long distance.
This building's pretty big, by the way. This building's one of the bigger ones in town. Technically, 10 meters would still be in this building.
Okay. But no, I don't have any explicit abilities that allow me to sense my rod.
Okay. So no, you have no freaking clue where it is.
Alright. Man, I feel like I'm just getting bullied, you know? Makes me want to goof off even more, you know, as retaliation.
Are you trying to create chaos? I'm genuinely curious.
I mean, chaos invites intrigue.
Answer the dang question.
Answer it yourself.
Yes, your answer is yes.
Sorry. No deal.
Anyways, you're finally awake. I know you can't talk. Anyways, elaborate on what your entire deal is. Is more notes are handed to you to scribble.
I just look at her like, what kind of question is that? Like, what am I supposed to say? Last right.
Everything.
Everything.
Yes, she literally wants you to write down why the cluck you're here, how you got here, where you came, where you were trying to come from, what you're heading away from. Is literally any piece of information you leave out, she will ask a question about later.
Okay. I start writing, and I just write absolute fabrication that you could never tell the difference of because, like, it's words. You can't tell the difference between a person saying the truth and writing the truth.
Is that now? I'm curious if that's an actual thing.
I mean, can you tell the difference if I were to write the statement, I saw a spider today, and if I were to write the statement, I did not see a spider today, would you be able to tell which one's which is the true answer?
That is a cruel way to ask that question. No.
There you go. I just write absolute fabrication.
So as you're writing, Stellar's like, "You lost your puppy? You're in search for it?" And he starts crying. "You find your puppy?" Like,
As he's crying, I would just give him a little pat on the shoulder, like, it's okay, it's okay. But yeah, I would just finish up a multi-page, just 100-page long epic with like all these.
Congrats, you are now required to send that to me.
You want me to write 100 pages of a fake ass story that is already fake for the fake
Yes,
story of my
because
character?
of it. Literally every single thing here is either going to come up at some point or is going to be found out to be a complete fabrication.
Not if I write stuff that is so outlandish that they have no way of verifying it. After all, there's no internet.
is your left arm or right arm gone?
My right arm is gone.
Okay.
So on top of all of this, me writing completely false information, I am writing with my non-dominant hand the entire time. So the writing is absolutely atrocious.
Only person that can read it is Stalio, because his writing is just as bad with his dominant hand.
Oh no! Sir, do you have anything to say to this utter mess that's occurring?
Asura is literally going to walk up to this guy and he's just shaking his head and like, just saying, "Why are you such a goofball?"
You talking to my character or the other character?
Both.
I haven't said any lie as far as you're aware, so I'm not goofing off.
Stalio looked at you. This is serious. You need to find his dog immediately.
He has a dog.
I just hand him the
Look
100-page epic.
Got you two.
Oh no,
Page
even
4.
worse. Somehow this is the start to a John Wick arc.
Page 3, section 4, line 6. Lost puppy must be found at all times necessary. And that's why he left his hometown, which he describes at section 8.
Thank you! Oh! My soul!
Like his memory right now, like Dalio is naming every inch of this story by section,
It activated
category,
his
page.
ADHD.
Exactly. So his ADHD kicked in. He knows this story by heart, and he's naming pinpoint, and he's going on pinpoint, and just sadness upon good moments, upon sad moments, upon another good moment, neutral moments, all the way to he leaves here. So Stallion spends a good hour shortening the story for Ashura.
Yeah, because, your character is such an idiot and also is completely in belief of everything going on. It's even more believable now. Oh, I just sit back and just relax in my chair, waiting to see how Miss Armored Lady reacts.
So, Stalia, what, besides him losing a dog, how many years ago was this?
He thinks for a second. Well, according to page 78, section 6, he was 7 years old, and he's currently 17.
Yeah, but don't forget that during the whole story, I lost and found my dog multiple times. So you'd have to either
Yeah.
do the collective amount of time he was lost, or you would have to separate each time based on like when he was lost during each finding.
So Stella explains this, starts to explain that like started from the latest moment to the most recent to the latest, because that's how you tell a story. You always start with the future, and you head to the background. Just like Granny Smith used to say before she died.
You sure she wasn't just Merlin the Wizard?
Oh,
In the Arthurian legend, Merlin lived his life backwards.
oh, I never heard
So
that
Your
story. Let me actually find it.
grandmother's name?
yeah, like the whole thing about it was his future for everyone else was his past. So while we're heading in one direction in terms of chronology, he's heading in the complete opposite direction. So he has basically perfect prophecy abilities on top of just being like an old wizened person the longer you go through time with him.
Tyler seems very interested in the story as he listens to you.
I'm talking out of character.
Oh,
Remember, my character can't talk.
it's just you're just writing this down quickly. Dahlia's reading every second of it. Yeah, that's an interesting story. I should probably check that out one day. So, Dalio is on your side right now, just by the story he read as you're writing it. He's on your team. You convinced Dalio that you're a good guy.
Also, upon your line a second ago, Sketchamatron slams open the door. Your grandmother was named Ginger, you moron, and shuts the door behind him.
What did I say?
You said your grandmother's name was Smith.
No.
Grandma
Her
Smith.
first name's Ginger. Her last name is Smith. Grandma Smith. Ginger Smith.
Her
No.
maiden name was Smith.
Just DM.
Yes.
Shush.
Sorry.
Why had Dalio not questioning his life of names.
You told me to shush.
Yes,
Shush.
we are continuing game proper now, as I've been waiting
Sorry.
for how the armored lady reacts.
And she just like shakes her head and is like, she's looking at you. And note that, like, also you don't have your cloak on. It's obvious you're a Wukong right now.
Mm-hmm.
She's looking at you up and down and it's like, how do you mean to tell me and potentially even a little bit tell me that this Wukong is only 17. I don't buy it.
I just look at her weirdly, like, and then I just open up the page where it says my age, to where it says, like, no, I'm not that old. It says that my dog is 17 years old.
She then looks at Stalio and it's like, really? You got that detail wrong?
Now, you just misheard him.
Oh, did I say he's 17? Or did I say he was 17 when the final dog arrived?
No, final dog?
The final time he found his dog, he was 17. Dog passed away, he had intercession, so he starts to turn on the world. Now he's currently 6.
Wait, the final
28.
time he found him, he was 17. The dog died.
Yeah, a few years later, after a peaceful life, and then he started adventuring mindlessly around the world to discover who he is and what he wants in this world.
So he started traveling because his dog died?
Well, he realized the world's beautiful while he was traveling, and now he's not basing it off the books. He's basing it off, like, people read books, they make their own theory. That's what Stalin is doing now. He's like, well, I guess when he traveled around the world to search for his dog, find his dog, he realized it's a beautiful world out there. He wants to see more. He wants to adventure more, and pass on the memory of his dog in his mind. And every time he reaches a beautiful section, he goes, "I wish you're here, buddy." And then he just moves on the next day, unable to find a place to be home, because his only home died on him. Meaning,
So what was the reasoning behind him trying to purposefully make an angry mob to chase him?
oh, it's easy. He wanted us to help him with the skeleton. But then the skeletons died before we got there.
You can see, like, one of her eyes is twitching from this. Steam starting to rise from her place as she does so.
Gotta love causing chaos in the moment.
So he was trying to get us to follow him to help deal with the skeletons, but the skeletons were already destroyed by the time he got here?
No! There's a bigger threat called Little Man that we wanted to bring here. I think he's the reason why we fell asleep, actually. Anyways, so he wanted, our buddy here, trying to think of Kirio's name,
Asura.
Ashura and another dude wanted to bring the Little Man into his town so he could be friends with him. Well, in doing so, I tried to give him a ride, like a nice, gentle person I am, and he fell off, and we all fell asleep. Then we woke up, and here we are.
So the skeletons weren't trying to be harmful.
Oh, we're the assholes in this story.
Alright, I understand that. Little Man was trying to be peaceful. You tried to bring Little Man, you knocked Little Man off. Little Man caused psychic wave that knocked everyone out.
Yes.
Before that happened, Lou was trying to go ahead and get our attention to come meet the little man?
No, to help us with the skeletons because we were struggling. And at the time, he didn't know the little man was friendly because the little man, I remember correctly, that what has been told to me, he was hurting them and was about to kill them. So that's why That's why he got the guild involved to help take care of the little man.
Excuse me. Is Liu going to write anything to the contrary to anything that he just said? Fanfic.
Yes.
I said, is Liu going to write down anything to elaborate, especially on the last statement that Stolio just said, or is he just going to sit there and be completely just like oblivious to what is going on?
By this point, he's just relaxing in his chair, just being like, "Okay, when y'all gonna get over this?" So yeah, I'd say oblivious. They said he'd be oblivious.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out how to wear the next statement. Sorry, I'm just. She literally looks at him, notice that he is off in La La Land, and ends up shooting one of her scales at him, leaving an imprint on the side of his face. Pay attention, you!
I am listening.
No, she didn't shoot at you, she shot at Liu.
He shot at me. I died to gun wound.
Anyways.
Yeah, anyways, the ways of any.
I don't know why that got me. I was so serious till now.
Yeah, I know how to say some pretty random shit and get people off guard.
And so.
Like the naked grandma wordsmith. You know, you never know when it's gonna pop up, but when it does, like, oof, it sticks with you.
Alright, so. If that entire situation solved, what is his plan for what he is trying to do at this point?
My character?
Yes.
My character's plan is to be let go and continue on his way.
On his way where?
He's a wandering traveler. He has no set goal in mind.
Okay.
I don't know where the disconnect is going here. I have to repeat it like 4 times.
No, part of it's that out of both in and out of character, it is a thing of no matter you being a wandering traveler, you're still wandering to somewhere in a direction.
Okay, how about this? I just say I'm following the road. I literally have no idea where the road is leading me to, but I'm just following it.
Okay, that at least gives me something to work off of.
Well, you could have
Sorry.
assumed that.
My problem is that you know what they say about assuming things.
Oh, you're not assuming, and you're still living up to the hype. Hey, I said what I said.
Wow, I have never been so insulted in my life.
You just have to look in the mirror. That'll beat it.
Okay, session's over for tonight.
What?
I'm like, no, that's the sort of line you don't cross with me. I'm sorry. I'm like, I don't. No.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to actually offend you with that one. I was just trying to be funny.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm like,
I'm legitimately sorry. I did not mean to hurt your feelings with that.
okay.
So it is getting
Um,
kind of late, so if you do still want to stop the session, I suppose that it would make sense for now.
so you're only here to continue on down the road. You have no set goal. Well, as soon as you finish with all of the repairs and damages that were caused by your antics,
At the
that would
mention of damages, my character is just gonna look at them like, "What? What are you talking about?"
is he actually genuinely doing that?
Yeah, like he genuinely does not know what they're talking about, as all he did was throw dirt at a building that didn't break.
Yeah, that still takes time to clean, and that actually screws with the ventilation system.
Okay, he just needs his staff, and he can clean that right up.
Is he going to write that down somewhere?
Yes. I'll just write down, I need my staff, and if I have that, I can fix everything up lickety split.
Staff? Staff? Wait, when I came to you, there was no staff in the storage locker for what's the name of the locker for possessions of people under detainment? You know what I'm talking about.
The evidence locker?
More or less, yes. There's no staff in the evidence locker.
Just gonna give you a plain, like, what the hell are you saying kind of look. Like, you just lost the keys to their car kind of look.
By the time I checked it, there was no staff in the evidence locker. Kiryu, roll me an awareness check.
Okay. Him and just.
Sorry for this being literally your first and probably only roll of the night.
Let's hear. Awareness is a 4, I'm guessing.
Average of body and mind.
That'd be a +4.
Yep.
11 + 4, 15.
when you were moving him, you also don't remember seeing a staff.
They speak the truth. There was no staff that I remember.
I simply write down no staff, no help.
Well, now you have your next goal as a team to find, don't you?
Considering I'm like triple crippled without my staff, yes.
This is probably Asura's face from hearing in no seeing no staff, no help. Give me a moment.
I genuinely want to see what you post.
You're here to post it in general so we can all see it.
Thankfully, it blurred out the last part, so I'm not actually cursing.
Listen here, you little
Alright, with that, we are going to end things here for tonight. Like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy my work, and please do share my content and join the Discord. It really does help me out. Follow me here on Twitch and on YouTube, and work on board the Starship LP. We have a hero, villain, or NPC up when all our days are over.